just wanted to share this little project with you. This is a Mahalo soprano ukulele that you can pick up for about $33 US, and it's, it's shockingly, surprisingly very good build quality. But I've shared this, I think, in a short or a couple of videos before, but I just wanted to experiment with that and turn this into a nylon string mandolin. Now it's a little out of tune, as you can tell, because it is absolutely sweltering. I am melting out here. It's very hot under the Australian sun today. It's the middle of our summer and I am melting. So I tuned this instrument up inside my house. I walked outside and it immediately went out of tune, which happens when you have these Nylgut nylon strings and there's a significant temperature fluctuation. But the whole point of the build is I wanted a nylon sound with a mandolin. I had lurked on forums and heard from people who had luthiers build them mandolins that are meant to play with nylon strings. Now you might be wondering, why don't you just get a mandolin and put nylon strings on that? Well, the top of the mandolin is too heavy and hard for that. There's so much more mass on a mandolin body, specifically the top, specifically the bridge, that your nylon strings don't have enough mass. They are not able to impart enough force onto the mandolin top to really vibrate all the material there. So it ends up becoming dampened and quite soft, and you are not getting the full voice of the instrument. It's not ideal. Sure, you can do it, but it's going to be very weak because the strings themselves don't have enough mass and enough tension to impart the vibrations into the material. But what they do have enough mass to vibrate is a small ukulele body. This top is actually quite thin, the bridge is quite light, there isn't a whole lot going on in terms of mass, so it was shockingly easy. So if you have a look at the back here, I'll show you. It's a bit of a disaster. This was just a test run. I would build a second one, but you can see it's a disaster because there's not a lot of room on this headstock. It's quite difficult trying to get these to work out, but I can get it to work. I would put these farther out next time. I would experiment with different placements for the pegs. So these are 1-to-1 friction pegs that I used in order to get those on there, because there is no way to fit more of these geared tuners on there. This is something that I use in my studio for recordings, and I've let other mandolinists play it and they thought it was just fun, but it has a very pleasant soft sound that's going to be out of tune because as I'm melting out here under the beautiful Australian sun, I am sweltering and my instrument's basically melting. It's liquefying in my hand, and there's no way these strings are going to stay in tune out here. Oof, that's out of tune. So, I guess later tonight I'll head back inside into the safety of my air-conditioned home, and I'll retune this guy, and then I'll share a video of it later on. So, yeah, I know there are people out there who maybe are at a point where they can't comfortably play a mandolin anymore because of arthritis, hand injuries, surgeries, tendon issues, and they say that it's just too difficult to play a mandolin, and they maybe would try it if they could get nylon strings on there. This is an option for you. All you need is a drill. These friction pegs are like $4 or $5 on eBay. Very easy to get. The string sets, you just buy 2 sets of Aquila's ukulele strings that let you tune as a mandolin in G, D, A, E. I just get 2 sets of those or whatever, and it's such an easy modification. Now, something that I had to do was cut new slots in that bridge there, which I used a Dremel kit, but this one actually snapped. These strings are under heavy load, these top strings, so they tend to break if you're not careful. That has broken, so what I did was I drilled deep inside, and then I ran the string down into there. I pulled it out of the sound hole there, and I tied a knot on there, and I think I put a cap in there, like a ball end. Like I took ball ends from an ukulele string set, and so I had to run the strings down in there using holes that I drilled. So a little bit of creativity, but hey, it worked out. When it is in tune, it's just such a pleasant, easy, soft sound, and you can tell it is so different from a mandolin and very different from an ukulele as well, because you have that chorus effect to it with the unison strings. So pleasant, so easy to do, very, very easy. I think anyone can do it. Anyone can do it if they have just the right power tools. So thanks for watching. Take care. Hope that was interesting, and come home again soon.